Sometimes I don't want to hear other people's opinions. I look at every intolerant internet comment, attacking a stranger for 5 seconds of relief, and everything seems too big, too broken. Instead of finding common ground to build on, we use words like right and left to decide whose voice we will listen to. But if both sides stand with their hands on their ears, then both sides will fall to the worst of their fears. Sometimes I don't want to hear other people's opinions. I want to shout louder than them. Rather than extending a hand and using every ounce of my patience to try and understand a viewpoint that I feel is so wrong. There is a man called Daryl Davis who has convinced 200 people to leave the KKK, and he did it by first listening to what they had to say. Listening to people say straight to his face that he was inferior because of his race. And he spoke with them and changed their mind. He did it again and again, one person at a time. He drove with, drank with, and ate with people who thought he was inferior to them. He changed their beliefs with kindness. He said, when two enemies are talking, they aren't fighting. And I don't understand that kind of compassion. There are things happening that I don't believe anyone can agree with. There are children in cages, and we call it a political difference. Your views on the law might be different to mine, but there are children forgetting what their parents look like. Isn't it time the right and the left look to the middle and see there are children in tinfoil blankets? We can do better. Isn't it time we built some sort of middle ground to help sort this inhumanity out? Sometimes I don't want to hear other people's opinions, but I know I need to. Because the world is full of people rising above and going beyond and leaving the world better than it was before. I will listen to what you have to say if you return the favour. Even the smallest act can change the way the world plays out. Let's take a lesson from Daryl and leave the world a bit kinder than we found it. I know to listen, you need to be brave. So let's speak to someone that we don't agree with, and the world just might change.